Warning: this chapter includes some inappropriate content and may cause discomfort to some readers and contains themes related to self harm. If you are sensitive to some words and scenes, so don't read it or listen it any further. If you can handle, then you can carry on.
Гра-та-та-та-та, стреляй по папа, убегаешь от меня, смотришь мне в глаза. Гра-та-та-та-та.
Someone. Hyun, watch out! Appa! 1 week ago. Hyun's point of view. Everything is looking perfect. Everyone is happy. The misunderstanding that has been created and becoming the reasons of all the falling relationships is now, I guess, finally come to an end. Not just my relationship with Jungkook is getting better, but I'm happy that Lisa and Jiminoppa is coming close again. Thanks to Jenny Onne, she is helping them, making Lisa jealous while getting close with Jiminoppa. I hope for the best. What are you thinking so deeply? Nothing, Jenny Onne. Just admiring the happy faces. I said happily. Jenny Onne replied, I hope for the best too, Yan. Not just for these happy faces, for you, my love. Puzzled, I looked at her and said, I didn't understand, Onne. Nothing, baby. Just enjoy and take care of yourself. After this, she gave me her best smile and left. I may not understand what she has in her mind, but if it's related to me, she's not wrong. Everyone was happy, but Jenny was in some confusion and was having a lot of intrusive thoughts regarding Yon. They are happy, and that the most concerning part for her. And mostly Yon. She's concerned of. And she was really worried because whenever she thought about or related to Yon, that happened sooner or later. She always hoped that to be happen, whatever she thought. But this time, she was afraid that if her concern becomes a reality, she won't be able to forgive herself. Because Yun is a baby and she can't see her hurt. The day passed in her thinking about dilemma. Very next day, Yun was in her office. Suddenly someone came in. No, actually, two literally barged in her office. And they were fighting. Jimin, what's your problem, huh? This is big opportunity for all of us. Jungkook, oh yeah, big opportunity, my foot. You got irritated and asked sarcastically, can you both find another place for your couple quarrel? I have much important work to do. They both stopped at their place and gave you the look as you were the weirdest thing they have ever seen today. Yun, what? You both are actually fighting, you know that? Jimin, no, we're not. Yeah, we are just discussing. Jungkook finished the sentence. Yun again sarcastically remarked, yeah, discussing. It's looking like a really healthy discussion. Discussing as if you both. Taeyong was just entering when Yun said her last sentence. He laughed as he was agreeing with his sister. Jimin and Jungkook glared at him, so he stopped and awkwardly says, are you both still arguing? Arguing on what? You are still working on laptop. Jungkook, ask from your brother. You lift your head up and glare at Jungkook. So he just gives gestures as, now what I've done, ask him. Oppa, what is it? And what are you arguing about with him? And you, points toward Taeyong. What are you doing here? Don't you have any work to do, Taeyong Oppa? No. He proudly says, shamelessly. Yun. Ah, really? You picks up your phone and pretends that you are calling Jin. 여보세요? 네? Jin oppa? Fine, fine, I am leaving. I do have a lot of work. Just came here to see them fighting. Huh? He didn't let you finish your sentence and gets up from the couch and leaves the room. As he was leaving, he muttered, I manipulate the world and this little girl is tricking me. Sure, she is growing. I am already a grown adult, you young pabo. You yells from your office. What the Yun? Okay, now tell me what was the fuss all about? Jimin asks. You heard about Chan Prices Limited? Chai Enterprises? Its CEO is Chinbu, isn't it? Yun replies. Jimin. Yeah, Yun. So, hello, why are you both exchanging looks? Tell me what the whole thing about. You were getting impatient, so Jimin took a deep breath and started to tell you about the offer. Okay. They gave us an offer of partnership, Yun. With them, Jimin. With them, yeah, Yun. So what's the problem? Now finally Jungkook breaks his silence. What did you just say? Huh? So what's the problem? I don't allow that, okay? Yun says while still typing on her laptop. And who asked you, Mr. Jeon Jungkook? You are the partner of our partner, not our partner. So you don't have any right to say anything in this. Jungkook was watching her so indulged in her work in disbelief that what she just said to her loving fiance, who just didn't wanted her to do partnership with this anyway. Jungkook helplessly says, I don't like him. And I don't want you to work with him. That's it. You smile, but your laptop covered that from him to say. Now, finally, you close your laptop and look at Jungkook's eyes. Youn's thought, oh, he looks so cute and he can't get what he wants. You get up from your chair and comes in front of the desk and stand your back leaning on it and hands crossed on your chest. And why is that? At least give me some pointers to convince me not to work with him. He's successful, his company has become one of the best in country in such a short time. His material is good that is considering by biggest industries not just in our country but in the other countries as well. He's getting awarded for his work and he's handsome so we can attract the female customers. That's the main thing. I don't want you to work with him for God's sake, babe. I don't want you to lose him anymore. It's not like I am any behind in looks or anything. He, oh, he indeed is handsome. Jungkook? Cookie! Yun's voice brought him out of his thoughts. Yun, why are you standing quietly? Say something. Jungkook knew that if Yun has decided something professionally, then no one can argue with her. That's why she is being counted among the top businesswomen in the whole country. Jungkook shakes his head as nothing and exits the room. Jimin. Okay, Yun, that was harsh. I wanted to do partnership with them, but love, Jungkook is more important to me than any partnership. What has gotten into you? Yun. Oppa, it's not like that. China is basically his enemy and a competitor. That's why he don't want us to collaborate with him. Jimin. I knew that he didn't like him, but enemy? Seriously? Yeah. They are. Since really long and now they are competitors. And Chan Prices Limited is competing with Dow Jones Industries and corporations, but they won't be able to defeat them because Jones are inheriting their businesses from decades, year after an year. But Chan Wu actually started his own company just 2 years ago. Indeed, he is progressing, but they don't have strong PR as Jones have. And PR is the only thing that can turns the table and blinks. Jimin is just nodding and agreeing with his sister, Yun. But the thing is, why Cha Enterprises wants to partnership with Park Consumer Products Limited? Jimin. Why not? He cross questions her, Yun. Because they usually trade in textiles and other non edible products. But our whole company is based on food and beverages. Why does he want to collaborate? But the bigger question is, why should we partnership with him? Jimin raises his eyebrows and hides his smile under his palm and asks with the intention of knowing more about the business strategy of his Tong Sing, who actually has already grown and is handling everything with perfection. And why should we not? Yeah. Oppa, I already give you the reason. They never trade related to food and beverages, so we don't have anyone to feed back to. That what kind of project he took and how it went. We can't take the risk. We are new as well. So what? At least now we are the bigger company than them. And Oppa, we have already the support of the biggest company of Korea. Jungkook will handle our project. So there is no need to do any partnership on risk when we have Jeon's corporations. I was just teasing him a little bit. He was looking so damn cute. It just somehow I didn't control myself. You muttered the last sentence inaudible to Jimin. Jimin. Okay, Princess, do as you wish. I will call Miss Lee regarding the project. He was about to leave the office. Suddenly, Yun stops him and says, Oppa, at least now give her time to breathe. She's getting married next week. So that's why Jungkook is having another manager. Jimin was in utter shock. How on the earth you know everything? I was actually on Miss Call like 3 hours ago. Now you're telling me that she's marrying? To hell with that. I am stupid or you are just way too damn smart. You laugh and reply to him. Oppa, I don't know how I know. I just know you know. June also laughs and leave the room. Somewhere else. How dare they? Throws the paper that his secretary gave him. How dare they refuse my offer? They think that they are some kind of big shots. What they think they are? One of the biggest companies? So they can deny my proposal? I will show them and they will have to beg for it from me. Cha Invu, CEO of Cha Enterprises Limited. His father lost all his money in gambling and commit suicide. So he became an orphan when he was 8. He and his mom lived in poverty because of his dad. When he was 10, working in a restaurant and went to do a delivery, he was abducted by a Korean mafia gang called Chyogo Bande. That means top squad. They were famous from the name of K Top Squad, one of the deadliest Korean mafia gang. He was being trained there, and as he was growing, the emotions he had were leaving his body as they were never deserved to be in him. His mother started to work as a maid for Park Jin-young, one of the richest Korean men. She worked there for a long time, but she wanted a lot from her life. So somehow she started to give his wife, Mrs. Park, slow poison and started to seduce Mr. Park so she can replace her. And it all went exactly according to her plan, and the biggest thorn of her life had been removed. Yes, Mrs. Park died finally because of that poison, but her treatment took all the money, and Mr. Park and his company was on the verge of bankruptcy. But like in a movie scene, his long lost son found his mother and take over Mr. Park's company. Now Mr. Park's company is in his control, and the reason of him being so successful in just 2 years because his company is being funded by the same gang who abducted him. Back to the story. Yunwo, now do as I ordered. As per instructions, his men left the room. As they were leaving, someone was entering. She says while giggling and hug him. Oppa, I miss you. Yunwo, Rosie, I told you not to come here. Rose, Oppa, I just wanted to ask you did what I asked you to do. He pinches her cheeks and says, just wait for some more time. Hmm? He says and also leave the room. Rose giggles and sits on his brother's chair and says, now wait and watch, Jungkook. No one can stop you from being mine. To know what's going to happen next, stay with us for next episodes of Promise. Till then, to be continued.